Ah. I know you were dancing. I couldn't help it. I was dancing. I had to just dance. You know, when you hear that song, you're like, gotta put your praise on. You gotta put your praising shoes on. And yeah, my family, you're listening to Radio Pulpit, your daily companion, 657 AM. This is where you at. I am Sibongile Mofokeng with you up until 3 o'clock. Those were awesome sounds coming there from our beautiful queens, and they are both pastors. Can you believe it? Very young, but yet, yes, they are pastors. And I'm talking about Pastor Evelyn Brentford and Pastor Naomi Wesi. But before I greet Pastor Naomi Wesi, let me quickly read the messages. Limiji, I responded to your WhatsApp. I hope that you saw my response. And she's like, when the song was finishing, you came in out of your office only when the song was finishing. So I just responded to the title of the song right there. And I see Shalom J says, Swangile, when you have four godly offsprings and you are angry or in a hurry and you can't get the culprit's name on your tongue, that's when you start at the top of the list and call all until the right one appears. Parenting, ne? Hey, I wish the Lord Jesus Christ had a parenting book that we needed to refer to, but I thank the Lord Holy Spirit, who is our guide. Now, talking about the song, somebody started listening to the song when they were moving out of their office. Runane dance, amen. Let me greet Pastor Naomi Wesi. I said that she has been nominated, and it's time to say congratulations,
Woo, woo,
my queen. How
woo.
are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my
Nna le wena.
beautiful queen.
Nna le wena re tshwere style sa kgale. The youth now
I'm
goes
telling
ba ba ba
you,
ba
we
ba
are
ba
old
ba ba
school. None
ba.
we're already old school, man.
Yeah, so our young people would go ba 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 ba.
Really old school,
And
nalwena mratua.
but
Ba
listen
tla
to
re
this.
tshwarela, ba tla re tshwarela, man.
Listen to this. Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Congratulations, my queen.
Thank
We
you, my love.
You
Thank you
have
so
been
much.
nominated. The last time you came, you were nominated for the Ngoma Awards for the very same song that you did in collaboration with Pastor Evelyn Brentford. Now
That's
you
right.
have also been nominated as Naomi Wesi. All right, my queen, I'm going to move you again from where you were at. I think your network keeps kicking you out and bringing you back.
Or is it?
Earlier
Is it a
on,
network
yeah.
problem?
Yeah,
Okay.
earlier on, my queen, when she logged in on Facebook, she looked like, you know, those angels with the halo. So the light was
Yeah,
on
I
your
had to move. I
now
had to move.
it looks like you'll have to move to a space again where you can get network, because your network keeps saying no connection and it kicks you out and it brings you back, kicks you out, brings you
Okay.
back. Move again, my queen. In the meantime, which song can I play from Naomi Wesi? Okay. I don't know if my
Now,
queen can hear.
now I'm back to being an angel. You
Oh,
see?
okay. I'd rather be an angel. Rather be an angel. I was going to play one of the songs by the angel. So the last time you were nominated for the Ingoma Awards, congratulations to that. How did that
Right.
go? How did that go? Says Naomi.
It
How did?
felt amazing. It
Uh-huh.
felt so great, my queen.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's one of those moments that you do not expect, where God just takes you by surprise.
Mm. Oh
So
my.
great.
Oh my. I
And
think.
I just want to thank everyone who actually supported us, who rallied around us, and made sure that they voted for us. We are so happy to see that there are people who are really supporting us and who are right behind us. So it was a very exciting experience, I must say. But
And how did it go? Did you bring it home?
no, we did not. Hey, we did not. But you know, I encourage myself with one thing to say, when it happened, my heart
Yeah.
was not really broken.
Yeah. Okay. I think we
Because
will have to
I
connect some
I
other way with
felt
my
that
queen
it
there. My queen, I think let's connect in some other way with you. The
okay.
network, your
It's
network
still not
is,
working.
yeah, your network is failing
Just
me.
can you play a song and let me see if
Yeah.
I can move
Which
the
song? Which song should I play by Naomi
can,
Wesi?
can you just play It's Not Over by
All
Naomi
right.
Wesi?
Re a buya, o tlo re botsa ka yona.
Bravo.
Alrighty then, family. We are going to just take another breather and take the sounds of Pastor Naomi Wesi. It's not over. And we're coming back to talk to her some more. Join our conversation. The lines will be opened and they are always opened on 012 334 1322. It's 012 334 1322. Alternatively, you can just send us a WhatsApp on 082 657 2729 082 657 2729. Abana Shalom Jane, I am trying not to laugh. And now I'm trying to be serious, but your message, I love it when you say at the end, you start from the top of the list and call all until the right one appears, until the culprit appears.
desert. He's gonna make a way out of no way. He's gonna make a way where there seems to be no way. Can you believe it? Can you perceive it? He's turning it around. He's turning it around. He's turning it around.
Feel the pulse on Heart to Heart with Sibongile Mofokeng on Radio Pulpit.
Beautiful music coming there from Pastor Naomi Wesi, and we are back with her. The song says he is turning. It's not over. It says it's not over. Okay. Hey, yeah, Kajin. Okay, my queen. I am going to ask you to just log off from your computer. Yeah, it's playing double. Just log off so I can continue with you. Today, Honane, I don't know gore ga ting na re. Hey, ara re tsenetswe. Hey, re tsenetswe man, re tsenetswe. Let's see. My queen. Hello, my queen.
Hello, my queen.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
praise the year.
Yes.
Praise the
I was
year.
actually waiting for you to log me out. I thought you logged me out.
I tried to from my side, but hey, next time
Yes,
I'll
you
be able
couldn't,
to.
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
But
closed
I
your
just had to
mics.
meet you.
Yeah, and then I closed your mics, but it was still echoing. So I'm like, oh, yeah, help us.
Yeah.
My queen, such a beautiful song right there. This previous Friday, I was going through an episode in my life where suddenly I had a beautiful week. I'm not going to lie. I had a beautiful week. My nephew was visiting, and every time he visits, there's excitement. Every time my nephews and nieces come, ooh, there's excitement in the house. And I had that awesome time. And then on Wednesday, I had to rush home. Everything was fine. On Thursday, I had to drive my nephew and my mom to Benoni. I was driving with Prosper. We came back. There was excitement in the air, celebration, and that feeling of festive season. And then comes Friday, I wake up and I was so depressed. I can't even explain to you what was happening. I was so down, like so depressed, so discouraged. So you can mention all things. I had to go back to the Lord. And that's the kind of song that one needs when one goes through that kind of a journey. Because sometimes you don't even know. And I understand that sometimes these are our texts. These are our texts because,
We go through different seasons in our lives, and these seasons are not the same, right? Some seasons are up, some seasons are down. So that's what life is all about. And even we Christians, we are not exempt from that. Even Jesus himself said it, that in this world you will go through many tribulations, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And talking about this song, actually, it came at a season in my life where I was at the lowest.
Wow.
Then God spoke those words, but it is not over till I say it's over. I had just lost a baby.
Sure.
We were so excited. My husband and I just had our second baby after a very long time, after like 14 years, because our firstborn was 14 years at that time. And we lost, actually he was not even 14 years, he was 16 years. And we lost a baby at that time when we were so excited, believing that, you know what, after such a long time, finally, God remembered us, only to realize that we would lose that baby. And it was a very, very tough season for both of us. And it was during COVID. And then after the COVID hit, it was such a hard season. Then God said, it's not over till I say it's over. So I believe that, as you say, that, you went through a high season and then all of a sudden you go through a low season over the weekend after what you went through. It's normal to go through such things. And what we need to know is that God is always in the midst of every season that we go through in our lives. There's never a season that God is not present. He's present in our high seasons. He's present even in our low seasons.
Sure.
And what we need to comfort ourselves is knowing that even in those low seasons, behind the scenes, he's busy working out things together
Sure.
for our
You
good.
know what was happening on Friday? I went to the Lord and I was like, "Where are you? Where are you?"
Mm,
Because you feel like that when you're going through that, and
exactly,
and when
exactly.
people are listening to you talking about losing a baby and going through your lowest, some are like, "Mara Naomi Wesi, you've got it all
Yeah.
worked together. You've got it all right. There's nothing
Mm,
that goes
it
wrong,
doesn't make
Gawain."
sense. It doesn't make sense.
Naomi
Eh?
Wesi. So what do you
Hey.
mean?
Mm, mm.
And we
Yeah,
also, you are, as human as our family members are,
exactly.
you go through the same.
Exactly.
But now, how did the song come about? Because you were in your lowest season, and I've heard of others. You and I might be able to go into the presence of the Lord and pray, but there are many who struggle to even pray during their lowest. Did you get to that point? What did you do? Were you able to pray? Oh, did you study the word? Because both you and your husband, and I assume your family also was going through their lowest together with you. So,
Yes,
how did you
yeah.
pick yourself and come up with the song?
What actually happened was during that low season of my life, nothing made sense to me. And one thing about me, I have learned the secret of encouraging myself in the Lord, like David says. I've learned that in every season of my life, whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense, I need to go to my closet and ask God to make sense out of what is happening in my
Mm,
life. As much as when I look at it through my eyes, through my human eyes, it doesn't make sense. But one thing I've learned that when I get into the presence of the Lord, God starts putting things in perspective for me, even though they don't make sense. So my secret was getting into my closet and dealing with the situation with God Himself, because at that time, whatever even people say to you don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. You need something bigger than what people are saying to you. So when I got into my closet and started asking the Lord questions, the Lord started giving me this peace that passes all understanding in His presence. And I began to realize that it is well with my soul, whether I'm losing this baby or not, because we had prayed, Sibongile, we had done everything we knew how to do and asked the Lord to heal our baby. And God decided, according to His own will, that, you know what, He will take the baby. So we
sure.
did everything we can, believers stood with us in prayer, we did everything. But
Mm,
then when all is said and done, after praying for the baby and we saw that the baby was even getting worse,
mm,
we went to the Lord and said, Lord, what is it that we are doing wrong? Because sometimes you end up even blaming yourself and saying, maybe my faith is not strong enough or something, but knowing very well that you are doing the best possible that you can do, even releasing your faith for the healing of the baby. And then God said to me, I need you to trust me with your life. I need you to trust me with this baby's life, and that whatever happens,
yeah.
it is within the confines of my will. And whatever happens, just accept my will as it comes.
Mm,
There are times when we need to accept the will of God, even though it does not suit us or it does not make sense to us.
mm,
Many times we want things to work out the way we expect, but not knowing that God is the ultimate one who decides what happens. It's not us who decide, but He decides
mm,
what is best and what is perfect for us. So I had to come to a place of where I surrendered my will to the Lord and said, let your will be done, not
yeah.
mine,
Yeah.
with this child. And whatever your will is, give me the grace to accept it. And God was faithful to give me the grace to accept the passing of my baby. Tough as it was, painful as it was, but I had the peace of God within me to know that I had prayed, I had done everything that I could, and asked the Lord that His will be done concerning the baby, not mine.
Mm,
And I knew that ultimately what happened was God's will and not mine. And that's what made it even easy for me to accept what had happened
Sure.
and be able to have the peace of God and still lean on God, trust God, to take me through that season and heal me. And I was surprised at how quick God healed me through, because I was coming from a perspective of knowing that He's with me even during this valley of the shadow of
Wow.
death. So
Wow.
I knew I
Wow.
was not alone.
Sure.
And He would comfort me. His rod and His staff comforted me in the midst of that trying situation. I had to even be strong for my husband, because to my husband it didn't make sense. It didn't just make sense.
Yeah.
So I had to be a pillar of strength to my husband, because I knew that God was still in it, even if it did not make sense.
Sure. Wow, my queen, that is something. That is something. We are coming back to you right now, but let me greet first Utulani Ndlovu in Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. Hi,
Wow.
Ninjani,
Wow.
Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for tuning in. That is so awesome. Pastor David or David, hello to you. Somebody will get back to you from our client services. So, all of the best, David. And guess who's tuned in? I think she was trying to type New York. Are you in New
Yeah.
Jersey? Are you in New Jersey or are you in New York? Because you wrote in NJ. Who's in NJ that you know?
I think it's my boss. I think it's my boss.
No, it's a
I
she.
think it's the
Nah,
Reverend Q.
no, it's a
Let's
she.
see
It's a
that.
she.
I think it's my boss from Africa
Uh,
USA
uh,
Radio. You know
uh,
that man is so supportive.
No,
He's
this
right
one is a
behind us.
she. This one is a she. Who could be at NJ? Is it? Yeah, she's in New Jersey. So I was correct, because I was like, NJ can only be New Jersey. This is
Yeah,
Faith
yeah.
Mimani. Yay!
Oh,
Faith
did she
Pumla.
write? Did they write
Faith.
their name? Who they are?
Faith.
Did
She
they
is
say who they are?
Faith. Yeah, I'm saying her name. Her name is
Yeah.
Faith Pumla Memani. She's your colleague.
Oh, wow. He's my former colleague, actually, from
Is
Africa
it?
USA Radio. Hi, Pumbla. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Thank you for tuning in.
And she says, I am tuned in. Great to hear you both. It's so awesome to see you. I would like to see your face. Send us a picture, because she sent it even via the WhatsApp. And she says she's in New
Right.
Jersey. And she says, trusting God when it doesn't make sense. You know,
Yes.
Pumla came all the way from Cape Town when she was in South Africa to join our women's camp at some point.
Mm.
She flew all the way. And then she sat in the bus and we drove all the way to Shekinah with Pumla. So she's
Oh,
family. We love
wow.
you, girl, and
Wow.
hoping that all is
Love
well
you
with
so
you.
much.
Yeah, so she
Yeah.
mentions after your testimony, she says, trusting God when it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
And
Yes.
was the song to encourage you when it says it's when you said it's not over, or was it also to encourage another to say you might be here, but let me tell you this is not your full stop.
You know what? It was my personal testimony and also an encouragement to even those who are going through something. And may I just mention this. You will not, you don't know how God works. Let me
Yeah.
tell you how this song came. My producer, my music director is actually the one who came up with the song while I was going through. And God was dealing with me through the same ways as well. And he put it in a song. So it's like God was speaking to him and speaking to me at the same time in this situation to tell me, you know what, you don't have to worry. I'm in the same. This is not where you are going to end up. I'm taking you through a journey. And what you are going through, the pain that you're going through right now is not going to end here. And also he said to me, this is a song that is going to encourage people. Like I say, it was during COVID actually. when we recorded this song. And you know how things were during COVID. A lot of people were discouraged. A lot of people were down. A lot of people were losing hope. People were losing their loved ones. And little did I know that I was about to lose my father as well. My beloved father that I was so close to. So God gave this song during, a timely season where people were going through, where after what I had just gone through, to say, this is my message to you and to other people who are going through during this time of COVID, to say, it's not over. This thing is going to pass as well. This too shall pass. It's not over. This COVID is not the end of your life, but the beginning of greater things that are still yet to come, because God has the last word in our lives. He has the final say. Circumstances don't have the final say, but what He says about our lives has the last say. So we had to have hope. We had to give people hope in the midst of COVID, to know that in the midst of what you're going through, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's something beyond this. There's something after this that is waiting for you. And it was well received because it became such an encouragement to a whole lot of people. And it also became an encouragement to me as well, even after the passing of my father, because God had already prepared me through it, that it's not over till I say it's over. You may have lost your dad, you may have lost your daughter, but let me tell you, as long as you still have me, there is still life. There is still life after death. There is still life after COVID. There is still life after loss. So God just challenged me to say, don't be stuck in what you're going through, but focus on where I'm taking you, because there's still something that is coming out of what you've been through.
And we all get stuck on what we are going through.
Do.
Yeah, we look at what we are going through and never see beyond what we are going through. We focus there. And so I can see this giant standing up. And yes, she's a giant. When you see her, you'll understand she's a giant even physically when you look at her. So I can see this giant standing up and dusting herself and saying, we're moving forward. It's not over. And I think you stood up with that attitude. Bring it on. Ice.
Right.
Zwagala, give me the mountain.
A lot of people were even surprised after the passing of my dad.
Yeah.
Most people thought I would fall apart because they know how close I was.
You were
with
to
that
Papa.
Yeah, they knew how close I was with my father, and they were just looking at this person and thinking, this one is not going to survive this one.
Ish.
Not knowing that God had already prepared me for this journey. And even when they came to the funeral, coming, to comfort us even before the funeral, most people were looking at me how I was, because they knew that I was the apple of my father's eye, and I was always with my father. We were inseparable with my dad. And they were just shocked to see how I was able to come out of that, to the point that God used me to even comfort the church to come out of grief.
Wow.
He had to use me to actually, ask the church to snap out. I said, we can't get stuck on this. We can't get stuck on grief. We can't grieve forever. There's life beyond this.
Sure.
So yes, our hearts are broken. Yes, we've lost a great man. Yes, he meant so much to us, but we cannot be stuck forever.
We cannot be stuck
because
forever.
because it will end up being so chronic to us, to the point that we are dysfunctional as a church, dysfunctional as human beings, not realizing there's life after that. God has other things. He has done his part. It's for us now to do our part and accept the will of God as it came, painful as it was.
Wow. My queen, just hold it right there. We are going to take a message from Sis Pindile and we are coming back. I don't know if my queen still has time. Mara, do you still? I'm hoping you still have some time, Nyana, for us. Okay. All right. Let me not play your song because I was going to play a song.
Yeah, because hey, if we're gonna stay as
Listen
well
to this.
again.
Listen to this then. Listen to this.
Yes.
Good Sibongile and Pastor Wesley. We thank you. I'm just listening. First, I was listening to the song, and then after I listened to the testimony of the child. Yeah, that the song said is not over until God says. Sometimes we look at the situation and think that it is over,
Hmm.
but let us wait. Just wait
Yes. Yes.
upon the
Wait
Lord.
upon the Lord.
Hmm.
On the right time, God is doing His new things. Yes,
Hmm.
some of the things I was comparing and I did told you that I was going to be ordained.
Yes, you did.
But when I put my certificate next, I was not aware. I was putting just my certificate next to my photo, the photo of my diploma, Bible diploma.
Mm.
So I find something that it was the three that this diploma is on the 2013 and this one is 2023, and I found that familiar with the three because I was
Mm-hmm.
born on the 13.
Okay.
So that God on the right time is completing His thing.
Mm.
So let us wait upon the Lord.
Mm.
He's
Mm.
doing new thing.
Mm.
We have on Saturday it was ordination. Yesterday they
Mm.
came the evangelical. These guys, they are white guys that are going through. The evangelical like by the white people. So yesterday we had the training of evangelical in our church.
Mm.
We did go and evangelize from yesterday.
Wow.
So the
Wow.
testimony,
Wow.
when like something that we want, that thing that God says no. He was happy for the child, but God says no.
Mm.
Sometimes we are in the relationship, but God says no.
Mm.
So
Wow.
God is, let us wait and to God that what it's saying to us. Have a
Mm.
blessed day,
Wow.
Sibongile and Wesley, and wait upon God. Thank you, Mrs. Pindi.
Wait upon the Lord. Thank you, Sis
Wait.
Pindile.
Yes.
We ought to
Ooh.
wait upon the
Ooh.
Lord.
Ooh.
Faith says, Pumla says, there's life after loss. Yes, there is life after loss. And at the end of the day, we have to just glorify the Lord with how we live. And I see Elsa van Veek, goeiedag, my koningin. And she says, good afternoon. So good to see the face connect to the voice. I just always hear the voice. Lovely. Thank you. And she says, good afternoon. Always. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh
On this buyer,
wow.
Lifer E, my koningin. Thank you so much for joining in and being with us. My queen, tell us about the two nominations. I understand you have
Oh
been nominated
yes. Yes.
for the International Female Soloist, something like that. Please tell us.
Yeah.
Please tell us about the nominations.
International Soloist of the Year.
Yo.
Yes, it's called International Female Soloist of the Year.
Uh-huh.
And also it's two categories. It's International Soloist, Female Soloist of the Year, and International Gospel Announcer of the Year.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yes. So the other one is for music, for me as an artist, and the
mm-hmm,
other one is for radio presenting,
mm-hmm,
as I'm also a radio presenter. So it's from Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards in
mm-hmm,
Texas from the
mm-hmm,
U.S.
mm.
Yeah, so I've been nominated for these two awards, and I did not expect it, my queen. I don't want to lie. This one, it was just one of those surprises as well. As I say, God is full of surprises. He
Wow.
never ceases to amaze us. Yeah. Like I say, like I said when we spoke about this song, that You will be going through stuff, through a dry season, through a tough season, not knowing that beyond that season, what is waiting for you. So these are some of the rewards, some of the things, that God just throws during that season, after that season that you've been through, that tough season that you've been through. So it's one of those things that I did not also expect, especially even after Ingoma, we didn't make it. But there's one thing that God said after Ingoma, said, you are settling for less when I have bigger things for you.
Eish.
And this is one of those bigger things I believe He had in store for me. So I just want to encourage people to please vote. Vote
How
for
do we
me.
vote for you? We were celebrating Tani Medeline Buerta's granddaughter.
Hmm.
Tarina Buertas has won the Miss Thailand, the Miss
Hey,
World
what?
Thailand. Yeah, the Miss
Oh my
World
goodness.
Thailand 2023. So we were celebrating that. And she's South African. She was born in South Africa. Now she lives
Wow.
in
South
Thailand.
Africans are
So,
making it big,
yeah. So, how
man.
do we vote for you? How
God
do we
is
support you?
raising the flag of our country high. Are you realizing that?
God
God is taking
is
South
just
Africa
saying this is
greater
South
heights.
Africa. Yeah. So, how do we vote for you?
Hmm. What they do, they simply go to the website, the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards website. You just go to www.tgmea.org. Let me repeat it, www.tgmea.org. And when you get there, you go straight to international ballot. There are different ballots there, the local ballot, Texas ballot, but you go to the international ballot and you look for my name, Naomi Wesi, on the two categories that you've mentioned, international female gospel soloist of the year and international, international gospel announcer of the year. So you pick on the circle next to Naomi Wesi on those under those categories, and you can vote as many times as possible. You are not limited, and the nice
Wow.
thing is that this thing is for free. You don't have to pay, 2 rents SMS or whatever. You only just go there, go to the website, and just vote as many times as possible. You just look for my name, Naomi Wesi, under the two categories that we have mentioned.
All right.
And and I believe that, what, God will bless everybody who will be rallying behind me. I'm looking forward, and I want to thank everybody in advance as they start to vote. And the voting closes on the 15th, so we don't have much time, eh? The
Yeah.
15th of October, which is this coming Sunday. So I just want to encourage people to start. Let's push this campaign. Let's push this marathon till Sunday.
Congratulations yet again, my queen. May God bless you. May you keep flying the South African flag so high.
Amen.
And I've
Amen.
entered the page so I can see the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards in
Oh, you are
Houston.
there already. You started
Yeah,
already, my queen.
Houston,
Thank you
Texas.
so much.
In Houston, Texas. So it's www.tgmea.org.
Yes,
It's
that's right.
www.tgmea.org. And Shequeline J, Shalom J says, Shequeline J, okay. Shalom J says, I have read articles that speak of the spiritual work on vibrations, mathematics, and aligning of his constellations. So then it is no wonder then that our physical realm will also work in certain times and dates. He knows when is his Kairos time. So no fretting on our
Yes.
part can change it.
Kairos time.
Ga e le nako ya
Kairos
Modimo, ka
moment.
nako ya
Yes.
Modimo. Wow, my queen, alles van die beste. We love you so much. And I am going to play these and I'm going to give our family members some news headlines. We have already passed, we've gone past the news. So we will
Oh,
go into the news
really?
headlines later on at 2:30. But yeah, thank you so much, my queen. May the Lord keep keeping you and may bless you and bless the works of your hands. Alles van die beste as we continue to vote at the Texas
Thank you
Gospel
so much,
Music
my
Excellent
queen.
Awards. Wow. Congratulations,
Thank you
yet
so
again.
much for the opportunity. Let's keep voting. I know I can depend on you guys. Thank you so much for the
Love you.
opportunity.
All
God
of the
bless.
best. Bye bye.
Love you. Shalom, shalom. Bye.